The awaited El Clásico in Las Vegas ends with defeat, and it is clear that the team needs more minutes in order to reach a competitive level. And the presidents of Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus meet again to share and put forward the strategy for the European Super League. Let's go with that. Hi everybody, this is Merengue Corner. Barcelona defeated Real Madrid last night, but as Thibaut Courtois says, we cannot forget the context of this game. This was the third preseason match for them and the first one for us. And this difference in this part of the season is essential. It decides matches, of course. Some Real Madrid players have been training for a little over a week, so that certainly has been felt while playing the game. And exactly for this reason, Ancelotti decided to put the most physical midfield that he has available, with Tchouaméni, Camavinga and Fede Valverde, with the hope to counter Barcelona's rhythm. Barca's goal came because of a gross mistake of Militao, that he could not clear the ball when he was being pressed by opposition players, and he basically gave it away to Raphinha, and then the new signing of Barcelona scored a sensational long-range goal. This is something that we know about Militao, no? He's an amazing centre-back and he certainly deserves to be in every starting lineup, no? But sometimes he has, some mistakes, especially in the last months of the last season, and we see that he's beginning the season in the same in the same level, no? And but he basically has some mistakes with the ball, and that has a cost for the team. But it is just a preseason game, and this is something that he can correct, no? Of course. About the new signings, we have seen very good minutes of Tchouaméni, and there was a surprise about Rüdiger. Carlo Ancelotti decided to put the German on the left-back position in order to respect Alaba's place as a centre-back. This is something that we were talking about in previous videos here in the channel. It is reported that Alaba's wish is to remain in the center of the defense, and Ancelotti, speaking to the press after El Clásico, has confirmed that Alaba is going to play as a left back just in case of necessity, but not as a regular option, just in a case of necessity, he said. And he added that he doesn't want to change the couple that did it amazing last season, no? Meaning that his preference, at least in the first games of the season, is to continue with Alaba and Militao as centre-backs. That leaves Rüdiger as the third centre-back, at least in the beginning, or as a left-back, as we saw last night against Barcelona. And he did surprisingly very good on that position, with so much movement for that over that left wing, going to attack when he had to, and participating with intensity. The question now is Rüdiger going to be the competition of Mendy in the left back position? It certainly looks like something that Ancelotti is thinking about, no? The Italian manager tried with Rodrygo in the false 9 position in the second half, after a first half where Hazard was a little bit lost in that place. And the Brazilian looked to read the game better than the Belgian there in that position, in the false 9. So who knows if Rodrygo, he may be the answer for that backup striker that Ancelotti is trying to find during this preseason, no? We will see more of this in the next matches against America of Mexico and Juventus. And going on with another topic, I want to talk a little bit about the European Super League. Yesterday, before El Clásico, the president, Florentino Perez, Joan Laporta, president of Barcelona, and Andrea Agnelli, chairman of Juventus, had a lunch in the Four Seasons hotels of Las Vegas. The topic of the meeting was clear: the Super League and its current state. Earlier this month, there was a hearing in the Court of Justice of the European Union, where the lawyers of the Super League and UEFA faced each other in a heated exchange of arguments regarding their positions about the current football ecosystem. Representatives of FIFA were there as well to support the arguments of UEFA against the Super League, and the Super League insisted that UEFA has a conflict of interest because of its role as a regulator and operator of football. This basically means that they own the continental competitions that are available, and they currently get to decide if there are other competitions that compete against the Champions League or the Europa League, etc. They get to decide if others can or cannot organize their own competitions, and this is why the Super League accuses UEFA of being a monopoly. This is a key topic of the whole judicial process that is going to be decided by the Court of Justice of the European Union. If the court agrees with the Super League and considers UEFA a monopoly, it means that UEFA is breaching several rules, several laws of the European Union, and it means that UEFA will have to let the Super League to happen. This is the fundamental question that the court has to answer: if UEFA is a monopoly or not. The three clubs that still sponsor the idea of the new competition, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus, believe that the court will favor the arguments of the Super League and will declare that UEFA is a monopoly. The European Commission lawyer, in theory he is a neutral part in this conflict, said during the hearing about UEFA that any defense of the European sports model must respect European law, particularly regarding competition law and the fundamental freedoms, and that UEFA, and I quote, may have a conflict of interest when authorizing competitions organized by third parties. The Commission's lawyer was repeating or sharing the same concerns that argued by the Super League representatives, something that encouraged the Super League in believing that the court could position in their favor. UEFA argued that the Super League is a closed league that will harm the football ecosystem in Europe, but the fact that the Super League changed already the format and there won't be basically permanent members in the league. Instead, it will be an open league where everybody can qualify via their own domestic leagues. So the court ruling is expected around the end of this year or the first months of the next one. It is going to be a decision that in one way or another changes the football landscape in the continent. Thank you so much to everybody for watching the video, and see you on the next one.